Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast.
Shield.com.
From the Sugar Shack Studios, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, it is about time to head back to school.
Yeah.
So, Mann with HCC, Hugh Mann talks about the auto program. Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars, and we'll have stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad that you could join us on this Olympic weekend.
Yeah.
Have you been watching the Olympics?
A little bit.
Now, this morning was bicycle racing out on the streets. Road racing, they call it, through the countryside outside of Paris. And it should have ended by now. But I'll tell you what, it was crazy to see all of those bicyclists all lined up. I found out today what a Peloton is.
Oh, it's one of those bicycles that you sit on.
Well, yeah, there's
stationary.
Computerized bicycle.
Well, there's that, but this is not that.
Ah.
A Peloton is a group of bicyclists. That's a Peloton.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so that's why when you ride on the Peloton stationary, you got other folks that you're riding with.
I guess so.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure how they've done all of that, but I'd tell you somebody that probably knows how all that works.
Multiple squirrels are called a scurry.
Really?
Yeah.
A scurry of squirrels?
Scurry of squirrels.
Right.
I'd look that up.
That would be us, wouldn't it? Hugh Mann and the HCC, Houston Community College Automotive Program. Hugh, good morning to you, and thanks for joining us.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me back.
Oh, is that a race car behind you there?
No, that is actually our newest electric vehicle trainer.
Oh,
that is
cool.
a Tesla Model 3 that has been chopped up and cut up, and everything's open and exposed so we can go through the whole EV phenomenon, I guess.
My daughter, Katy, just bought a brand new Model 3 Tesla. And I know that if she's watching, that she will be all into what you were about to say. Mm-hmm. So do you have any gasoline motors in the shop?
Oh, yeah. We primarily still teach the old school, internal combustion, ICE engines. But, with the way the market's going, there's that segment of electric and EV and hybrid that it's not going away. Whether it takes over or not is a whole nother question, but it's not going away. So we're slowly adding that in and including it. Right now we're doing some continuing education training for the city of Houston and Harris County, updating some of their technicians and getting them more familiar with the testing, some of the basic testing and procedures with them.
Well, I guess that's been a learning curve for you, too.
Oh, trust me, my background's even worse. My background's more diesel.
Diesel, I was about to say that.
One extreme to the other.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I assume that you guys also have a diesel program as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And actually, we've had some pretty big changes to our diesel program recently. Matter of fact, starting this fall, we've added an associate degree program, so more than just you got a level certificate, your 1-year certificate, and now a 2-year associate degree in diesel and in automotive.
Interesting. I was over a facility that worked on buses. That's all they did. Their specialty was buses, and basically diesel pushers, and not necessarily RVs per se, but some of them were actual buses. And I thought, it's 98 degrees outside. And man, I'm telling you, you've got to work for somebody that's got some real deep pockets to air conditioning a bus shop. This guy must have had, I don't know, at least 100 buses waiting to get in the shop. So he's doing quite well, apparently. But
it's a thriving industry, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Where did you get the Tesla? Did it come already pre-cut like that? Did Elon send it to you? Did you have to go buy it? Tell me about how you got the car.
Actually, this one is built by a company that makes training aids for educational purposes. They're actually, the company's called Console Lab. They're actually out of Canada, but they're very active in the United States as well as worldwide. But They put out some great products, other than the Tesla's the newest thing that we've gotten, but they make all kinds of trainers for heavy vehicle, diesel, and automotive, from basic electrical tabletop training boards to, all the way up to Teslas and running engines on stands that you can put fault codes in and do diagnosis processes on them. They got a pretty wide range of products.
Hugh, let's talk about your students for a minute. Do you have any 18-year-olds that just got out of college and know absolutely nothing about a car? Or are the majority of them kind of nerd hot rod guys like I was?
It's kind of a mixed bag. We got I'd probably say 20-25% are straight out of high school, don't know much of anything about a car. And then we get some that have been out of high school for a while. They may be early to mid 20s and they still don't know much about a car. And then you get the ones that have, their parents may have taught them something, or they've been tinkering with their own cars, at home in the driveway and have a little bit of knowledge. And then you get the ones that have been doing it for a while and they just want to learn the proper way, or they want to learn a little more in depth on the theory behind how it works or why it works the way it does.
Well, I was one of those guys that, I buddied up with a bunch of guys. Ross Putnam, we've had on the show, was my main go-to guy. He was into hot rods and the drag strip, and so that was my introduction into much more sophisticated stuff than I was tinkering around in the garage with a Chevy 235 Blue Flame 6-cylinder that I hot rodded in the garage. And so I bumped up to V8 engines, naturally aspirated, of course, back in the day. And now it's fuel injection, and I assume that that's probably a whole course unto itself within one of your programs.
Oh, absolutely. It's getting to the point now where, we almost don't even, we barely touch on carburetors.
Oh, don't tell me that, Hugh. My God, you're killing me here.
Well, only because we're pressed for time, to be honest with you. But,
yeah, okay.
One of the trivia questions I use, you may actually know this, but the last mass-produced carbureted car in the United States.
Here we go.
Or sold in the United States.
Uh-huh. When was that?
1990 Subaru Justice.
Hey, that was a cool car.
Oh, yeah, that was a great car.
I don't disagree, but it just gets to that point. It's actually a challenge for us in auto and diesel side is, at what point do you start cutting back where you cover some of this material just because it's not out there anymore?
Correct. Yeah.
You can't, unless you're at a Cars and Coffee or a car show. How often are you going to see a car on the road that somebody drives every day? It's actually got a carburetor on it anymore.
Well, and now, of course, I think really from the beginning when they started the fuel injection thing, sometimes you could look underneath the air cleaner and you would think, you'd swear up and down it was a carburetor, but it's not. It's an injector.
No.
And nowadays, when you go to,
amazing where technology's gone.
Nowadays, when you go to a Chrome and Coffee, you see velocity stacks. You see blowers on them, so you really don't see the post time of the carburetor. You see the early 70s and the 60s, and that's what I see at those car shows.
Yep.
Well, my first experience with fuel injection, not that I was really deep into it because they were so rare, back in the 60s with the Duntoff Corvette that they put that mechanical fuel injection on it. Yeah. Well, it was a complicated thing that sat where, the manifold valley was. And you're going, I don't have any clue how any of this works. And I knew one guy that knew how to work on them. He could tear them all apart, put them all back together, rebuild them, and they ran like a champ. But mechanical fuel injection, no.
Yeah, it's a changing world, and man, every day it changes a little faster. But so one of the things I was going to mention, one of the things I know I've heard they're advertising on y'all, and y'all talk to the promoters, next weekend, that Texas Elite Auto Showcase.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's going to be down at NRG. We're going to have a booth there for anybody that's interested, wants some more information. We're going to have this cutaway Tesla out there on demonstration display. So anybody wants to come by, find us at the booth, get some more information about all of our programs. whether it be automotive, diesel, auto body, truck driving, any of that. We'll be out there next weekend.
So you're going to have the students out with the car as well at the show?
I don't know how many students we'll have, just because it's summer school. And the number of students that we actually have on campus is kind of low right now. But I'll have all of our faculty members will be out there rotating out throughout the weekend. Again, answering questions about all of our programs and getting information to students.
Yeah.
Hugh, speaking of the campus, where is HCC's automotive program?
Our main primary campus that houses all three of our programs is right on the corner of Airline and 45.
Okay.
It's an old Chrysler dealership from years back, and HCC's had it since the early 90s, right next to where Northline Mall used to be.
Yep, Northline, yep.
And a couple years ago, we opened a secondary location that's on the corner of East Little York and Homestead over in North Forest School District area.
Right.
That one's, it's newer. It's 15 bays, all air conditioned shop, all brand new. The Taj Mahal, as we like to call it.
The Taj Mahal.
Yeah, if it's air conditioning, it's the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, it is. If it's air conditioned, there's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm. In fact, the picture behind me of that car is in the North Forest location over there. It's still fairly clean. We've been able to keep it pretty clean last couple of years.
We just ran the shots that you sent Mike while you were talking of that car with the motor as well. So that's your backup.
Yeah, the great thing about that thing is it's extremely safe because they've taken the high voltage out of it. There's no high voltage in that vehicle at all. The battery's gone. They've taken it out and they've made it to where it simulates all the high voltage, but there's no true danger to anybody looking at that car.
So in other words, you can stick your finger into the wall socket and you won't die.
Absolutely. No problem.
Great.
All right, so let's talk just a moment, if you will, about the program that's within your program to get people located. So I'm taking a half a day's classes, but I need to supplement some income somewhere. I got to be able to pay for this, and I really want to go to work for a dealership, whether it's a freestanding repair shop or a dealership. Doesn't make any difference to me. I just want to work. Do you help with that?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, in the automotive program, we have two job hiring fairs or career fairs a year, one in the spring, one in the fall, where we have partner employers come out, set up tables just like it was a conference or a convention, and students can mingle through and ask questions and sometimes do on-the-spot interviews. On top of that, HCC has a complete career services department that'll help students with resumes, mock interviews, anything like that, as well as we have a part of our website, or what they call the career hub. It's kind of like an Indeed online, except it's just for HCC.
Oh, very good.
So our employee partners can go on and list their job postings that they have available. Students can go on there and search the job postings. Students can upload their resume. It's available to obviously any active HCC student as well as any alumni for their life at no cost to them or to the employer. Once students upload their resumes, employers can actually go on there and search resumes and actually pull out resumes of people they want to contact. And I think the biggest advantage to it, other than the fact that there's no charge or no cost to the employers or the companies, the big advantage is if you're a bigger company, it's not that website's not just the automotive program. It's all of HCC. So if you need receptionists, you need accounting, you need marketing, you need sales, you need IT people, you have access to all of HCC students, no matter what program they're in.
That's fantastic.
To fill positions across your entire business.
So let me make it clear. It's not hcc.edu, because then you're going to get into the Holyoke website. It's hccs.edu, correct?
That's correct. That's the main website. Yes, sir.
Yeah, HCCS. And I guess that there is a way that we can drill down in there and get a hold of you.
Oh, absolutely. You go to programs and go under automotive, or it's usually under transportation. you can definitely drill down to all of our programs and find my email address and office number.
And go to the big car show next week.
That's right, Elite.
Yeah.
Yep, NRG.
Yep. And so you'll be there, and we look forward to seeing you because I'm going to drop by and say hello.
Come by and say hi. We got some other things to talk about. I heard a couple months ago. I knew you were from Waukesha, but I heard a couple months ago that your dad actually worked at the factory.
Yep.
Many years ago, at one time, I was a factory trained Waukesha technician.
No, it'd be
Awesome. That's awesome. And
You don't run into too many of them down here.
yeah. And my dad also worked alongside the guy that invented Generac. A nice man that I got to meet way back in the day. Anyway, Hugh, it's great to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at the car show next weekend.
Thank you, guys. Come out and say hi.
We will.
You bet.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk. Grab a podcast anytime from your favorite podcast provider. We also video stream our live 2-hour weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com from 10 a.m. to 12 noon Central Time. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues after this quick break.
Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000 square foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. Want to feel good about something special you did for someone special? In-Wheel Time and the original Lupe Tortilla group of Tex-Mex restaurants have joined together to help a very worthy cause, God's Garage, a Christian-based 501c3 charity. We know there are lots of places and organizations out there where you can donate a car, truck, or SUV, but we're asking you, our car enthusiast family, to consider donating to God's Garage. Visit godsgarage.org and learn about its mission, the women that have been helped, how each one is screened, and about their Restore You program. A car donation is an easy way to make a difference in the lives of others. God's Garage needs good operating vehicles, but will take all types in working and non-working condition. Make your heart and soul feel good by donating your gently used vehicle and help support single mothers, widows, and wives of deployed military at godsgarage.org.
It's the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show, and just wanted to make a programming note here in the fact that we don't have any video going out today to what? Facebook, YouTube,
Twitch, Twitter.
all those. We don't have any video going out today.
None.
Because something's jacked up again that we got to wait till we get off the air to be able to fix it. But we're streaming audio. Jeff Heitzman just said, no show today? Yes, Jeff, we're here. You're just waiting for something, video to come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately, we just don't have.
Care for those videos you're watching there, Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's right, especially ours. All right, time now for the Cruise In and events calendars.
Yeah,
Jeffrey
you got
has that.
Today, Saturday, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., you got the Conroe Cruisers Saturday Night Cruise. It's at the Kroger Marketplace in the parking lot, 341 South Loop, 336 West Conroe. Now, this is that they're on first and the third Saturdays of every month. Everyone is invited. All makes and models of cars, years, trucks, bikes are welcome. Show off your ride. Show off your fancy shoes. Tonight also, 6 to 9, the weekly cruise in Montgomery. So it's just down the road from them. They do it as well, 6 to 9, behind McDonald's and the O'Reilly store near the Brookshire Brothers parking. Tomorrow, big day tomorrow, you got Chrome and Coffee. Where? At the Avalon Diner. That's at 12810 Southwest Freeway. You can dine in and take out. I did not know you could take out. So you could actually be there with your Corvette, order something, and then take it to your car and eat it. You could do that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do that.
Okay, just
thank
let you know you
But thank you
can
for the,
do
yeah,
that.
Thank you for the offer.
And then you've got one tomorrow also, the Showcase Car Show Block Party. That's at 5076 Griggs Road in Houston, Texas. It's a showcase of car. It's a block party. They're at the King's Best Mall Flea Market from 4 to 10, so get out there, see what's going on. They've got artists. They got food trucks. If you're into food trucks and artistry, that's the place to be. There you go.
All right, thank you. Did we mention the Texas Elite Auto?
Oh, you know what? I did not. Let me back up.
Yeah, we mentioned
I missed
it when
the
we were
page.
talking to Hugh.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right. So
Next weekend.
the events, yes, next weekend is the Texas Elite, Houston's newest indoor car show. You can find out more information at TexasEliteAutoShowcase.com. And in addition to that, you've got the Topwater Grill down in San Leon, Texas. Anything from 1920 to 2004, best truck, best rat rods, best import, best paint, best car talk show will be there. $30 the day of event to get in. You can contact more information on Facebook.com, Woody's Waterfront, so on and so on, custom car show. There you go. Sorry, I apologize for that. I didn't turn the page.
It's all right. You're good. I got
maybe.
some stories making automotive news headlines this week. This one here kind of warms my heart because I know somebody got ripped off by this jacked up
And that
company.
makes you feel good?
Vehicle service contract retailer CarShield agreed to pay $10 million to the Federal Trade Commission to settle complaints that the company used deceptive and misleading advertising, according to an FTC spokesperson. They were telling Automotive News the FTC said the companies used celebrity endorsers such as Ice-T and basketball player Allen Iverson, and that the endorsers allegedly made false statements in ads and or have not used the service. The FTC said the contracts also do not cover all repairs as stated in the advertisements. Quote, instead of delivering the peace of mind promised by its advertisements, CarShield left many consumers with a financial headache. According to Samuel Levine, director of the FTC's Bureau of Consumer Protection. Worse still, CarShield used trusted personalities to deliver its empty promises. The FTC will hold advertisers accountable for using false or deceptive claims to exploit consumers' financial anxieties. Here's my suggestion. We'll just use this as an errant figure. Take the $125 a month that you're going to pay them. Open an extra savings account and put that $125 in your savings account.
Yeah.
Over a little bit of period of time, my goodness, that's doubled after 2 months.
A little rainy day fund for your maintenance.
Hello.
There you go. You're a genius.
Aren't I? I keep
telling
telling
you what,
myself that,
I
but
know.
nobody will believe me or anybody else. So do you associate with it. Cadillac will offer a performance package on the CT5V Blackwing like they need a performance package. That's going to improve steering and handling on the track. GM luxury brand said the Blackwing's precision package was engineered for more precise steering into a corner apex and better stability when exiting corners. It comes with a larger front stabilizer bar, new front steering knuckles, and rear suspension toe links, and a carbon ceramic brake package. Okay.
I've seen a picture of the new 25. The front end looks a little different. It's going to be hard to get used to, but I think it's just more of a rendering is what they showed. So,
Stellantis, and another sign of aggressive corporate cost cutting, is offering a voluntary separation program across numerous divisions for its U.S. salaried workforce. Employees from the vice president level down will be eligible. Stellantis employs about 11,000 salaried workers in the U.S., but it was unclear how many eligible for the offer or what the company's goal will be for the headcount reduction. Mars? Mars, I know that you and I had ventured up to Auburn Hills on several occasions and visited those nice folks up there. And I really liked that company. But here of late, I just don't understand.
I've only been up there one time since they basically became Stellantis.
Oh, I have not been up there since they became Stellantis.
No, and it's
I was the
everything-
FCA guy.
Yeah. Everything I've seen and heard, and just like this, it's a whole different world. It's a bunch
It's
of
a mess.
bean counters, and all they're looking at is where can we cut money or where can we?
But they threw away the one thing that they had going for them, and that was performance cars.
Yeah, but
They don't build them anymore.
But most companies that are successful, they've got a group like marketing and operations and accounting that work together. But when you turn it over to the accounters and say, okay, all we want you to do is find the
way to make me more money.
Exactly. And I know the company that I worked for 40 years, they did that a couple of times. If these people have got to go, well, why? Well, they make too much money, or they're too old, or the benefits cost too much. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons for them doing it. But like you say, their profitability, the things they made money off of, they
threw it away.
Absolutely.
They've thrown it all away.
Yep. Their heritage for 100 years, the Dodge Brothers, all that stuff that they were building on for years, and their marketing, it just
poof.
Even if people didn't buy that product, they knew that product. It reached the market, it reached the consumer, and they understood it, and they knew it, even if it wasn't what they wanted to buy. But it got them to look. They don't have any of that anymore.
Nope.
What are you driving this week, Mars?
I am driving a Hornet GT.
That would be a Dodge Hornet GT.
A Dodge Hornet GT, and I will tell you, when it hit the driveway, I was not there. My granddaughter saw it. She took a picture of it and said,
"Ew,
what is
this?
What color is that? Didn't we have that color? Didn't we talk about that color at one time?
Yeah,
I think we did.
So I was out walking the dog this morning.
Yep.
And around the corner up on First Street, here comes this out of the corner of my eye, this bright,
iridescent
gold thing. And the window rolls down. I'm going, is he going to shoot me? And he goes, "Hey, funny meeting you here." And it's Mars. I looked at it and I go, what is that? And then he hit the gas and drove on over here.
Left you in a puddle of something.
Yeah, something. All right. Hey, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email, the address, info@inwheeltime.com. We've got more of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show coming your way right after this quick break.
The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipe means when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the first Lupe Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here is the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Lupe Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Lupe Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Lupe Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Lupe's. It's located on 99 the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggieland? Head to the Lupe Tortilla in College Station. Located just around the corner from Kyle Field, it's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Going to Louisiana? The Lupe Tortilla in Beaumont is on I-10, so you can't miss it. The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants has the best Tex-Mex anywhere, and you're invited anytime. Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for the real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get that thing protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need or can't afford. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today, and online at gcautoshield.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.